Good evening, my fellow collectors. Welcome to 8 Questions. Today, I am joined by Pop Savage, a channel on YouTube.
YouTube, what's going on?
Pop Savage, what is the absolute dumbest way you can think of to spend $1 million?
Dumbest on Funko Pops, right? Right.
Second dumbest, besides that.
Besides Funko Pop. So I used to get refund checks in college all the time. Me and my friends would always think about what we would do for like a lottery or with our refund checks. And the dumbest thing we ever came up with was they had these gummy bears. They're like 80-pound, like 4-foot gummy bears with like their stomach caved out so you can pour like any liquor you want in there. And I think with $1 million, I'd probably buy like 100 of them. They were like $400, $500 gummy bears. I just buy a whole bunch of them and a whole bunch of liquor just to celebrate my $1 million.
So basically, sickly sweet alcohol poisoning.
You know it. That's the way to go. YOLO.
What Funko Pop or series do you regret buying or collecting?
So, for me, a lot of them are just like, not regrets, because I only buy the things I like. But a lot of them make you go down the rabbit hole. I know all collectors, once you have the one, you kind of get that completionist mentality. You have to have each and every single pop in that collection. And for me, getting like the Asia exclusive pops through mystery boxes, they just got me down a whole rabbit hole of buying pops I don't even know who the characters are just because they look so cool. So if I had to pick a regret, it'd probably be that, just because I'm buying things I don't know about, but I still do like them. They're really dope looking.
What famous person, alive or dead, would you like to have a deep, meaningful conversation with? And/or sexual intercourse?
So both. I gotta answer both. So the relationship part, it would definitely be Rihanna. No questions asked.
Come on, Rihanna, take your panties off of me.
My girlfriend's upstairs. She probably can hear me, and she would even agree that it's probably gonna be Rihanna. She's heard it many times. It's definitely the truth. She knows that answer's coming. But outside of that, it probably the meaningful conversation probably would be. I don't know. A lot of people don't know what I spend my money on other than food and Funko Pops is just stocks. So probably Warren Buffett, just to learn from him how to get rich, how to get my $1 million back once I die from alcohol poisoning. But yeah, probably Warren Buffett.
You know, that answer kind of surprises me, and it also doesn't, because stocks are a lot like Funko Pops. A lot of the ones we buy are on speculation as well. So yeah, I totally get that answer.
There's definitely a lot of similarities, and my girlfriend just texted me. She heard the Rihanna answer. I think I might be in trouble from you now.
Well, I wouldn't exactly kick Rihanna out of bed either, you know what I'm saying?
She might not either.
Ain't no party like a no party because a no party, no stop. No panties.
What is the first thing you ever started collecting?
First thing. So I don't know how old you are. But I'm 29. So anybody that was growing up at my age in the 90s, it was Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon as a kid was the end-all, be-all. I just remember, driving around, convincing my parents to stop at places to buy Pokemon cards. You had to know each store, because it wasn't like, back then, like all the stores, it wasn't like big box stores. It was all the little individual stores. You had to walk in, see if they actually had Pokemon cards. And I remember one time I convinced my parents to drive all the way to the airport to get Pokemon cards, because I knew they sold them and I had to have a pack. So yeah, Pokemon cards was the way of life at one point for me.
For parents to willingly go to the airport just for Pokemon cards means you have collecting in the blood, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. Like my dad was collecting them at some point too. He collects Batman things, but yeah, Pokemon cards, basketball cards. It kind of developed into sneakers, and then now Funko Pop. So yeah, I've always been kind of a collector.
What would a Funko Pop of you look like?
So anybody that's been around my channel for like the beginning, like the very, very beginning, saw my Funko Pop avatar logo, whatever you want to call it, which I changed because I thought it was a little bit, cliche and corny. But it was just, hat. No one, I think a lot of people haven't seen me with my hair out. They don't even know I have hair, but with a hat on, black shirt, sneakers. But I think if I had to do it over, I'd put like some Super Saiyan hair, like Todoroki eyes, the blue and the red one, something like anime style.
Probably a little glow in the dark too.
Yeah, glow in the dark's my thing, so I definitely probably have to put some my eyes or something glow in the dark too.
If someone gave you the full Pop price guide value for your entire collection right now, cash money, would you take it?
Without hesitation. If somebody came to me with briefcases of money saying they wanted to buy all my Funko Pops, I would give it to them right away, because I looked a while ago, my Funko Pop collection is like $25,000 now, so that could go a long way to buying other things, more gummy bears, something like that. But I probably would buy some of them back, the grails I won, or maybe even some ones I don't have, like Planet Arlia, Vegeta, have some kind of cool things to stay, just what, some cool stuff. But I have a lot of the, junk that I like, but I could probably, do without. What about you?
So my collection is also 25,000. So I think I have the exact same answer as you, except for I think I would pick a different grail than Vegeta. I have to think about that.
I'm going to have to bring you back on my channel for that.
Hey, I'm going to have to hold you to that. What is the meanest YouTube comment you have ever received?
Meanest. So, I don't get a lot of mean comments. A lot of them get filtered by YouTube, and I never really go to like that in review tab. I don't know if you ever pay attention to it or not, but they put all the hate speech and the slander down there. But the one that slips through the cracks is people say I have a lisp, and it doesn't bother me. I know I have it, so I don't know if it's really mean, but that's one thing people like to focus on. But for me, it's just there's nothing else I can say to that. It's just okay. What do you want me to say more than that? So that's about the meanest thing people say to me.
Well, I guess they're just letting you know, just in case you've never noticed it yourself.
Right, just in case I hadn't heard myself talk before.
We will conclude this interview with a question invented by the great Bernard Pivot, chairman of Académie Goncourt. Pop Savage, what is your favorite curse word?
So, like I told you, my mom watches my YouTube channel, my dad, my aunts, my family, and if they ever heard me curse on YouTube, they'd be upset. So I told Bearded Pop and my boy, I'm like the Will Smith of Funko. I don't curse on my videos. So I have a lot of favorite ones, but I don't do it on YouTube just to keep the family-friendly image going on.
I'd like to thank Pop Savage for being the first guest on 8 Questions. Go check out his channel for the best Funko Mystery Box content on YouTube.